Hello, welcome back to Fleet Signal. My name is Alex, and today I'm going to take a look at the Game Effects token set for Firestorm Armada. So, let's begin. Okay, so this is basically a pack of acrylic tokens for Firestorm Armada. A lot of people like to, bling out their game, get aftermarket products, and maybe upgrade from the paper tokens. So this is, that kind of product. So on the back you can see we've got Firestorm Armada, Game Effects token set, and a list of all the tokens that you actually get in this pack. And also gives you a little picture. There are some stands in here as well, as you'll see. The tokens are meant to kind of stand up on the table. Although you can also use them flat if you want to. Okay, so you've got a bit of paper, Game Effects token set. It tells you about Firestorm Armada, and it says here, though not essential to your games of Firestorm Armada, they're a must-have for any collector or for players who want to upgrade their existing card tokens. So there you go. Yeah, this is basically what you get in the box. So here we've got half, that's half speed, cannot turn, that's main drive failure. We've got a bunch of number tokens there as well. On this side we've got stop here, which is a full stop token. Some more tokens down there in numbers. These tokens are a bit dusty, I think, from the maybe from the printing process. So maybe give them a quick rinse in some water. Will leave them to dry. Will help. Okay, so the tokens are pretty easy to snap apart. I mean, these are the stands. You just snap them like that. They come apart really easily. And each of these stands has a kind of an acrylic piece in the middle, which I think will be a little bit harder to dislodge. Okay, so I'm using a file here to have to be really careful when you're doing this, to kind of put some pressure on the token and get rid of that acrylic piece in there. And we've got a stand here, and let's take a token at random. Let's take this one, which I think is Security in Disarray. I've been playing Firestorm Armada for ages, and I still can't remember exactly how all the symbols are on the tokens. And there we go. It looks like it's meant to be glued in, because it doesn't really stand. It's not a lock or anything. So that's what the token would look like on the table. So you can put it on the table and it would, it looked nice, looked pretty, or you can simply use the token like that on the table and just put it next to a ship. Okay, so yeah, there is a bit of an issue though with these tokens. You do get quite a few tokens and quite a few stands as well, but even just looking on the back of the list of tokens you get, there aren't enough of some tokens, I don't think. I mean, it depends on what size of game you're playing. But I mean, 2 fire control offline, 2 main drive failure, 1 security in disarray, 1 PD network disrupted is low. You're probably going to have more than 1 squadron, more than 1 ship with point defense network disrupted during a game of Firestorm. 1 shield overload, that's probably not enough either. 3 mine markers is maybe okay depending on the faction you play. Dendrenzi, Aquan players will probably find that's not enough. Maybe other factions won't mind that too much. 1 Admiral's Vessel is fine. You're only going to have 1 Admiral's Vessel unless you're playing a huge, massive, colossal game. 1 retractable plating isn't going to be enough if you're playing Bakash. And likewise, there are only 2 cloak active tokens in this set as well. Which again, if you're playing Rolthosa, that's not enough. You need more than just 2 cloak tokens. So yeah, I mean, this is meant to be a 1-player set, I think, but I don't think it's even enough for 1 player. I think you'll need 2 packs of these tokens in order to to really be able to properly replace your Firestorm Armada tokens. Another quick example of what I'm talking about is these tokens, these numbers, which I presume are meant to be hull damage and crew loss. They're different colors, and in Firestorm you use like, you know, the hull damage and the crew loss tokens are different colors. Crew loss is normally kind of a purplish color, and hull damage is red. And yeah, I mean, that's not enough tokens for, you know, for hull damage. Crew loss, it depends on which faction you're playing against. If you're playing against a directorate fleet, then you might not have enough crew loss tokens. You might do, though. It depends on the kind of game you play again. But yeah, I still get the feeling that this isn't enough. Although I do plan to play a game before absolutely saying, you know, this is enough or isn't enough. You know, like, you know, for definite. You know, I plan to play a game or maybe 2 games of Firestorm Armada with only using these acrylic tokens, just to see, you know, is it enough? You know, are there enough tokens here? Okay, so that was a look at the Firestorm Armada Game Effects token set. As I said just now, I'm not entirely sure that there are enough tokens in the pack, and I would have actually preferred to seen the tokens be just, you know, just flat tokens without the stands, or maybe make the stands a separate purchase, and so you can buy tokens and stands if you want to, you know, something like that maybe. But as I said, I'm going to play a game or 2 of Firestorm Armada with only these tokens, just to see, you know, if there are enough, and, you know, if it does actually work out or not, before absolutely saying, you know, yes, this is enough or isn't enough. Okay, so that was a look at the tokens. As always, be sure to subscribe to stay up to date with new stuff on the channel and to help support the channel. And if you think someone might like this content, then be sure to share the video with them. Also, you'll find Fleet Signal on social media and over at fleetsignal.com, where news and stuff appears about the various sci-fi games made by Spartan Games. Okay, that's all for now. Until next time, see ya!